Hi, this is Andrea, and I would like to share with you an article in a magazine. The article is called Rent a Star, and this article specifically refers to the fashion industry, which is now and has been for a long time renting famous people to basically sit in the front row at their fashion shows. And what is interesting is the amount of money that these stars are being paid to sit there, and obviously this encourages other people to want to watch fashion shows, be at fashion shows, be involved in fashion, buy fashion, and be obsessed with fashion. So here is the article. There you can see some famous folk sitting at this fashion show. So to give you an overview, Amanda Bynes, she costs between 175,000 and 210,000 rand. Now, I'm not sure converted to dollars, but that is a lot of money. Then you've got, for example, stars like Beyonce, which is between 560,000 and 700,000. Now, that's rands, just to sit at one fashion show. What is fascinating is that this amount of money is what, for example, a corporate person would be paid per year, and these people are getting this money to sit there for one night for a few hours. So the point of this, why I wanted to speak about this, is because the fashion industry, as most industries, is specifically endorsing, by doing this, what are they encouraging and endorsing and showing? They're showing that the pretty people get to sit in the front row. The pretty people, the chosen few, the elite of the world, get to sit in the front row, and that they will actually make that statement of separation by paying these people a ridiculous amount of money to sit in the front row, because they know that by doing that, they are going to be making millions. So this is a clear, direct movement on behalf of the fashion industry to say, look, we are going to use the pretty people within a statement of separation by placing them in the front row, separating them from the ugly people at the back. And by that, we are clearly stating that the beautiful people and the pretty people, they get ahead in life, and they are the ones we want to see. And that even though on the stage somebody's fashion designs are being displayed, the actual important point, and the point that is going to be making a lot of money for the designer and for the people who are running the fashion show, the important point is what famous person is sitting in the front row. And therefore, in a way, again, completely invalidating the fashion or the work that the fashion designer has done. Not that that work is actually an expression of that person. I mean, that person might have started out wanting to design clothing from the perspective of an expression, but of course in this world, anything to do with, fashion, clothing, makeup, appearances, hair, it's all done from the starting point of fame, power, money, greed. Clothing is not being designed from a practical purpose where there's no ego or want or desire involved. It's an expression of the person doing the designing, who is designing something which is practical and works for people and is something that can be worn as an expression of self. It is now completely just who gets to be at the top, who can put little pieces of cloth together and make something flashy and get famous people to wear it, or get famous people to be present while it's being displayed, and in that, know that other people who are watching the famous people wear it and watch it being displayed, those people are being brainwashed, and that they will go out and they will try and buy that same garment or something similar. I mean, I watch, for example, a model walking on a catwalk wearing some completely impractical piece of clothing, and within me an experience comes up of, whoa, I want to be like that girl. She's skinny and she's pretty and she's popular. And the popular people in the world, like the elitists like Paris Hilton and Britney Spears and all these people who are sitting at the show, they wear that clothing and they think that that fashion is the best. And those people are the most popular people in the world. And because they think that fashion is amazing and wonderful, for me to be amazing and wonderful, I must wear what they are wearing, or the fashion shows that they go to, the stuff that they think is cool. The fact that they're being paid to sit there and perhaps half the time don't actually even care for the fashion themselves or wear the fashion themselves is not being considered by people. People are allowing themselves to be brainwashed, because look at what is happening on a perceptual level. Very fast the mind moves, and it's in that second that you are on television watching these stars sitting in the front row at this fashion show, your mind goes so fast. That person is famous, therefore she is amazing, she's powerful and beautiful, and she is everything that I've ever wanted to be. And for me to be amazing and beautiful and powerful and be noticed by men in this world and get somewhere in this world, Paris Hilton. I must be like Paris Hilton. And how does the normal person with an average income get anywhere close to being like these divas and these rich and powerful people that are being flaunted in the front row? I mean, there's no way that your average person can even get close to these people, not in monetary value, but you can at least go to your nearest mall and you can buy a garment which resembles something like the garment that Paris Hilton was staring at for 2 hours. So the fashion industry is completely, in this step that they've taken and have been doing for a long time, obviously, they are completely separating. They are the new era of apartheid. I mean, here South Africa is being blamed of being the forerunners of apartheid and, slavery and wah, 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 wah. And it's always your big first world countries that point at the smaller countries and the weaker countries, and we will educate you on how to become like a first world country like ourselves, because socially we have developed and economically we have developed. But what are they actually doing? They're economically developed to such a point, and socially, that they'll actually revert to paying a shitload of money to a bunch of little images to sit in the front row at a fashion show. And because they know how much they are brainwashing the people watching this to now go out and buy stuff, and in that making the absolute statement of apartheid and separation, in saying, look, the pretty people are amazing and they will always be placed in front in life, and the ugly people, you are being separated from the pretty people, and shame, you should do something about yourself.